What it do, bedtime crew? Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about the pound for pound top 15. Now, I'm not here to talk about the pound for pound top 15 best fighters in the UFC. I am here to talk about the pound for pound top 15 worst ranked contenders right now. We did a video similar to this about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, and I feel like enough time has passed and I have run out of enough ideas to where I am ready to discuss the pound for pound 15 worst ranked fighters right now. This is loosely ordered, like I'm gonna go from 15 down to number 1. I'm not mad at you guys mixing things up based on how many unranked fighters you plausibly think would beat these guys. And you know how many fighters in the top 15 you think could beat them or just absolutely destroy them. And I think some of this also has to do with their status. Like if the fans think they're really good or if they're really high ranked or they're big names, I'm gonna take that into consideration. This is also slightly based in like who out of all of them do I think has the most or least chance of winning fights going forward? I'll explain every single section of the rankings as we go on. But yeah, man, this is the top 15 worst ranked contenders. Let's get into this. Number 15. Statistically, I am the best worst contender. Jamahal Hill, please don't fucking kill me, dude. I have to just be real. I'm putting Jamahal Hill at number 15. The footwork is like a thing of legend. Like the Jamahal Hill blob footwork is like a thing of fucking legend in my gym. I just need to let you guys know that. I'm literally copying this dude, doing an impression of his footwork multiple times a week. And I just have to be real. I'm putting Jamahal Hill at number 15. Now, in the 15 through 11 spot, I'm going to say these are guys that are ranked material. Definitely they belong in the top 15, but only just. They have some level of skills everywhere. They're decently well-rounded, but they're inconsistent or, you know, they lose to most people in the top 15. I'm picking everybody ranked above them to beat you, or you have some weird losses or just not very good wins. I think that sums up Jamahal Hill. Like, he's decently good, but there's some things about him that are very, very low level compared to other ranked top 15 contenders. And I feel like Jamahal Hill getting fucking destroyed by Khalil, Darius Roundtree. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. The Yuri and the Alex loss, I was like, all right, that's fine. You know, that's totally fine. I mean, statistically, this guy's still got the best chance to be champ. But the Khalil loss, not only was it dominant, but it was like you did absolutely nothing in the whole fight. You just stood around smiling, kind of smirking, like you were in on the joke. And yeah, the Jamahal Hill movement, the striking, the defense, the way that he fights, I just have to put him here at number 15, but I can't put him any lower on the list because he was a fucking UFC champion. He is still ranked top 5. I think it's very relative to where they're ranked, so I'm gonna say Jamahal Hill. He's number 15 on my list. Honorable mention of BSD. I almost had fucking Benoit Saint-Denis here, but I had to stop myself. I was like on some Dokes shit. Like I was really squinting my eyes looking at that top 15 like, do I put BSD here? But I can't because he's coming off a win over Mauricio Rufy, and I think that's a decent win. So I'm going to say Jamahal Hill's number 15. Moving on to number 14, Patricio Chihuahua. Brother, you are on thin fucking ice, buddy. The reason I'm not going to put Pitbull lower, even though he just stands around doing nothing, I do actually rate Pitbull, and I feel like I'm the only MMA YouTuber that actually has nice things to say about Pitbull. I'm not going to act like he's complete dog shit. Like, he's washed, but he's not that washed. Like, I still think he can beat some guys in the top, like, 25, top 30 of the featherweight division. I was picking him to beat, you know, the Fat Panther, Losine Keita. So, I think Patricio Pitbull is not as bad as some people make him out to be because of the Yair Rodriguez fight where he was doing his best Patchy Mix impression. But all in all, I mean, Patricio Pitbull, I'm putting him here because he's a fucking midget. He's nearly 40 years old. He doesn't really do anything, but he does have power. He can grapple. And like I said, I would pick him to beat some other guys in the top 15 and a lot of unranked guys as well. I think the featherweight division is not as like, oh my God, man, wow, dude, murderer's fucking real. I don't think it's that high level actually at featherweight, and I think Pitbull is proof of that because he's a solid ranked contender in this division. So I'll put him at number 14. Coming up next at number 13, another major rogues villain of the channel, Aiemann Zahabi. We're going to be putting Aiemann Zahabi in a video. This is the first time that I've mentioned Aiemann Zahabi in a video. This is the closest he's getting to a pound for pound list that I'm making on this channel. I'm going to put Aiemann Zahabi here at number 13. And the worst part is, I actually think he could beat Chito Vera, dude. Like, I don't know. I need to really think about it. I may pick him to beat fucking Chito Vera, dude. And I'm kind of looking at my list right now thinking, bro, I might have to put Chito Vera on here somewhere. Because I didn't want to just repeat the list I did last time. So, number 13, I will be putting Zahabi here because he went life and death with old man Jose Aldo. And a lot of people thought that was a robbery. I don't think it was a robbery. I actually think he did win that fight. But again, that is your best win. That is your biggest achievement, is the life and death back and forth brawl with Jose Aldo. 38-year-old prospect. That's tough. Literally Ariel Helwani. I'm sorry, but it's just like when you look at a contender, you're like, sometimes you look at these guys on the come up, like Ilia Topuria on the come up, you know, McGregor on the come up, Khabib on the come up. You're like, I can picture this guy fighting in the top 5. I can picture this guy fighting for a belt. Am I seriously supposed to be like, dude, Aiemann Zahabi, man, he's fucking problem, dude. Dude, Aiemann Zahabi's coming for the fucking belt, man. Like, I cannot take this guy seriously in the top 15, bro. But he's actually decent because he is at bantamweight. So I won't be overly I won't be an over hater and put him down in fucking top 5, top 10, where I think you're genuinely cooked as a top 15 fighter. I think Zahabi's decent. I think he can beat some other guys in the bottom area of that top 15. I think he could be competitive against Chito Vera, and I think he can beat some unranked guys. So I'm not going to hate on him too much, but I just think he has a very, like, non-aggressive build. He's too old to be a top contender, and I just feel like Aiemann Zahabi being Ariel Helwani Jr. is just like, you as a top 15 contender. I feel like there's definitely contenders that someone would get offered and be like, oh fuck, man, I don't know, dude. You know, they offered me fucking, you know, Jared Cannonier. Shit, that's a tough fight. Are you seriously getting offered Aiemann Zahabi being like, oh fuck, man. Oh man, I'm scared for this one. You know what I mean? That's kind of my logic. So I'm gonna put Aiemann Zahabi in at number 13. Coming in at number 12, before we get to, you know, the top 10 where you're a different level of ass, I'm going to put Roman Dolidze at number 12. Dude, I'm going to put fucking Roman Dolidze at number 12, dude. This guy sucks, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I just have to say it like it is. He has good jiu-jitsu. He's tough. He's got a good tattoo. I saw him wear a cool hat one time. Like, what the fuck? Like Roman Dolidze, seriously. And the fact that he's always in these fucking main events pisses me off so bad. And I'm just so glad that Anthony Hernandez not only beat him, like I said he would, but literally beat the brakes off him. So now people can finally see what I see, which is Roman Dolidze's only way to win a fight is to basically lose until you get tired and shoot a takedown and then he flukes a sub on you. Or that random fight against Anthony Smith where he actually learned how to strike. Like, why the fuck did Anthony Smith lose to this guy? To put it in perspective, I picked Anthony Smith confidently to beat this guy. That is what I think of Roman Dolidze. I picked Anthony Smith to beat this man 1 year ago. And I feel like a lot of you did as well. So if that doesn't sum up what the Roman Dolidze experience, I don't know what does. He is a blockhead. He's a very tough blockhead. You know, he's got the jiu-jitsu. Obviously, he does have kind of weird, dangerous power, but in terms of his actual striking ability, he genuinely fights like a fucking caveman that has been unthawed from, like, you know, 35 BC. It's genuinely like if you time traveled back to 35 BC and you brought someone to the future and you taught him jiu-jitsu. That is Roman Dolidze. Like, that is genuinely him. So, listen, I'm not going to hate on him too much. I feel like I just have, but I think number 12 is fair because he has beaten some, like, solid, I guess, skillful opponents. You know, he's beat Kyle Dorcas and Kevin Holland and Marvin Vettori and Anthony Smith, which are guys that also, if they were ranked, I would be putting them in this conversation. So I would say Roman Dolidze, he can beat you if you're not good or if you're one-dimensional. I guess that's the way to put it. So I'll put him at number 12. Right alongside him at number 11, I have to put fucking D-Rod, dude. I have to put the Enforcer D-Rod at number 11, bro. I'm sorry, dude, but the 60 days in blitz that he was hitting on fucking Kevin Holland of like, yo, fight back, bodies only. Like the way that he was going at Kevin Holland in that fight, and the way that he fight, and the fact that he lost to fucking Neil Magny, and this guy's top 15. I know this is a perfect example of when I say things like, Daniel Rodriguez becoming top 15 ranked is like when you fail a cutscene in your Kevin Holland career mode. That's the only way to explain it. Kevin Holland basically failed a quick time event, bro. And now D-Rod is fucking ranked. You know those cutscenes in like WWE back in the day where if you fucked up the mission, it would be like, oh my god, Rey Mysterio turned evil. You know, shit that would just never fucking happen. That is basically D-Rod being ranked. This guy is like the most rectangular build man I've ever seen. His wins are all basically in the apex against complete jobbers, and then he randomly turned into a fucking demon against Kevin Holland. But losing to Neil Magny, come on, bruh. I have to put you on this list, and I do feel like he's one of the most beatable top 15 contenders in the UFC. So I definitely think he belongs in this list. I'm gonna put him at number 11 though, because you know he has pieced up some people. He did get robbed against Li Jingliang, or I feel like that was a very close fight. So Li Jingliang, that's a decent win for some people, and D-Rod did okay in that matchup. Beating Kevin Holland on a good run, that's kind of impressive as well, even though I feel like it is a little bit of a, you know, random moment in UFC history. I'll put him at number 11 in that category of like 15 through 11. Like I said, you're definitely ranked material. You're well-rounded, but you're like inconsistent, or you have some weird things to your game where I feel like you would lose to a lot of people in the top 15 and some unranked guys, but not every unranked guy. Now we get to number like 10 through 6. You are fucking you are easy pickings for someone to get ranked, to take your spot in the rankings. You are the guy I'm calling if I'm trying to get a prospect in the top 15, right? You may beat them. If they're not good, you're beating them for sure, right? That's where I'd put 10 through 6. You are a gatekeeper for sure to the top 15. If somebody beats you, okay, it's whatever. We get them in the top 15. That's what we want. Or if they lose to you, all right, have fun speaking Apex. Get ready to learn Apex. Get ready to learn Chinese. That's basically where I'd put you if you are 10 through 6. Coming in at number 10 to solidify exactly what I mean, Kevin Holland, bro. If you're a fucking bum, you're losing to Kevin Holland, you're getting finished. That's it, bro. This is the test. If you are not meant to be ranked in the top 15, you will be losing to Kevin Holland. But the fucking D-Rod beat this guy, man. Roman Dolidze beat this guy. This guy is the sole fucking reason we have D-Rod and Roman Dolidze in the rankings right now. You can thank Kevin Holland for that. Every time you see a Roman Dolidze Apex main event, I want you to remember Kevin Holland is the fucking reason why. And Jack Hermanson, I'm on your ass too. Jack Hermanson is also the reason why. Okay? Kevin Holland is one of the most inconsistent. Sometimes I could put him in my top 15, like, oh, this guy's got a good chance to go on a run. And then 3 months later, here he is in my fucking pound for pound bottom 15 video. That is the beauty of Kevin Holland, right? Does great against JDM, gets destroyed by D-Rod. Thank you for ruining my GOAT's legacy. Fuck you. I'm putting Kevin Holland number 10. We have such an on and off relationship where sometimes I love him, I'm glazing him, sometimes I'm swearing he'll lose to fucking Mike Malott. You know what I mean? That's where this guy is at. So I'm going to put Kevin Holland at number 10. Very dangerous jiu-jitsu. Good power in the hands. No defense. The chin is fading. And no wrestling whatsoever. So Kevin Holland's going at number 10. Coming in at number 9. This one fucking hurts, dude. Right? Like the Kevin Holland one, like I'm used to it. Okay? This is what he does. This is what he does. But number 9, leave the football before the football leaves you. Brian Ortega, I'm sorry, brother. Oh man, it fucking hurts to just admit my GOAT is washed, bro. But he's literally just mogging at range against Ortega, against Aljo, dude. How do you get pieced up by Aljo? What are you doing? Please, man. Come on, man. Brian Ortega's number 9. He is extremely dangerous if you piece him up and then shoot a takedown in round 3. That is where my GOAT is winning. Like, if you piece him up and then you grapple with him for whatever reason and you start to slow down, you will lose to Brian Ortega. So Brian Ortega, and again, I think there's guys in the top 15 Brian Ortega still beats. So I'm not going to put him in my top 5 like worst contenders right now. I think he can still beat some of these guys ranked below him, you know what I mean? But I feel like he has been kind of figured out. He is kind of one-dimensional, and I think that's another element to this 10 through 6 spot, where you're dangerous against unranked people or people that are just not on your level whatsoever. But if you are ranked and you can figure out how to not shoot a takedown and just use a jab, you're gonna beat Brian Ortega. So unfortunately, as much as it fucking hurts, and this is not me switching up, don't add this to the bedtime switching up compilation or whatever the fuck you guys talk about all the time, okay? I just have to be completely objectively real. Brian Ortega, I'm going to put him in at number 9. I'm worried for this guy against some of these top 15 fighters, dude. I have to just be real. I'm putting him at number 9. Coming in at number 8, someone I do think Brian Ortega would beat, Dan Ige. You're literally featherweight Brad Tavares, bro. Literally featherweight Brad Tavares. When people were picking this guy to beat Patricio Pitbull, I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you serious, bro? Dan Ige is a big part of the UFC featherweight division, like, biome, dude. He's part of the fucking ecosystem. If you are a jobber, you are getting slept by Dan Ige. If you have skills and you should be ranked top 15, you are going to beat Dan Ige by decision. That is what happens in this universe. If you look at Dan Ige's record, if he fights someone that goes on to be like just a complete 50-50, win 1, win 2, lose 2, you know what I mean? Dan Ige beats them and probably knocks them out. Anyone else that has ever beat Dan Ige, they are ranked in the top 15, or they were ranked in the top 15 for a very long time. I mean, Calvin Kattar, come on, dude. Calvin Kattar fucking pieced this dude up, took him down. Was styling on him on Fight Island. I think Dan Ige definitely belongs in this top 10. And the reason I have him below Ortega is because I would pick Ortega to beat him. Because Dan Ige, like I said, he is genuinely Brad Tavares mini. There's no one particular skill Dan Ige has that's super dangerous. He has good takedown defense. That's not going to win you a fight, unfortunately. He has good power. That will win you fights, again, against unranked dudes. But other than that, not the best. Like, boxing, like, gets pieced up by fucking, Patricio Pitbull in moments, gets fucking pieced up by fucking TKZ, gets taken down by all these guys. I just think that Dan Ige, too easily taken down. Midget reach, so gets jabbed up a lot at range. Has good power, but if you have defense, you're beating him. Or if you're tough as nails, like you have a crazy chin and you can out-grapple him, you beat him. That's why I would pick Brian Ortega to beat him. Does that make sense? So I have to put Dan Ige below him at number 8. Even though I like Dan Ige, I just have to be honest. I feel like I can predict this dude's fights pretty well because I know who he beats and who he loses to. So Ige, you're going at number 8, my brother. Coming in at number 7 on my list, I have to put Alonzo Menifield here, dude. I had him lower, but then I was like, he did beat Umar Sai. The only reason I didn't put this guy in the top 5 is because he beat Umar Sai. Okay, because Alonzo Menifield, I'm sorry, but the Julius Walker fight, you arguably robbery decision a guy debuting in the UFC with like 6 or I can't even say how many fights I think he had. Between 6 to 8 fights is the number that I'm thinking of. But Alonzo Menifield, I just don't rate him that highly as a ranked contender. I feel like there are so many moments where I'm like, how the fuck is this guy top 15? Like, I feel like he can definitely beat some of the, again, most of these unranked jobber light heavyweights, I think Alonzo Menifield beats them, and it's not a very deep division, which is why he's in the top 15. But I think if you drop Alonzo Menifield into any other weight class, like welterweight, lightweight, featherweight, he's nowhere near the top 15. So that's kind of my logic on it. He is coming off a win over Umar Sai, so I do want to give him credit for that. But just skill for skill and based on, what they've accomplished, again, Alonzo Menifield, I remember one time he beat fucking Jimmy Crute, mate. That was about it, all right? But outside of that, it's like, I'll put him at 7. Like, it's just, he's just mid, dude. Like, he's dangerous, but against unranked people, he's mid. But on the rest of the top 15, I think they beat Alonzo Menifield. Like, 99% of them all beat Alonzo Menifield. So, yeah, I'm putting him at 7. Coming in at number 6, I have to put Zhang Mingyang. Please do not slime me out, Blockhead Army. I know that Zhang Mingyang has one of the most rabid fan bases in the UFC. This guy literally lost to Johnny Walker. That's tough. You guys make fun of me for being a fucking JDM fan and an Ortega fan. At least those guys got to the top 5. At least Ortega fought for a belt. This guy got a hometown fight against Johnny Chinny Man Walker and lost. Are you kidding me? I have to put you here, bro. I have to put you at number 6. The reason I'm not putting you at number 5 is because he does have good boxing. He actually has pretty slick boxing. I like the way that he fights. He is very entertaining. He's very powerful. He does have a solid chin. I mean, I would fucking hope so. He literally looks like an iron golem, dude. Like, straight up looks like a fucking Minecraft character came to life. But I have to just be real, dude. Losing to Johnny Walker in 2025, that is completely fucking outrageous. And I have to put you at number 6. Like, I think that he fits the description perfectly of, like, if someone deserves to be in the top 15, like someone's actually really skillful and they have good defense and stuff like that, I think they beat Zhang Mingyang. If Anthony Smith was in his prime, I would have picked him to beat Zhang Mingyang. On everything I love, I was considering picking Anthony Smith to beat this guy. I'm serious, dude. So I feel like Zhang Mingyang, I just can't pretend that I'm like, yeah, dude, Zhang Mingyang's actually really good. He'll be back, dude. I think he can beat unranked, you know, jobber light heavyweights just like Alonzo Menifield, except Alonzo Menifield, at least there's like submissions there sometimes, right? Alonzo Menifield has like, you know, 2 kind of facets to his game. I think Zhang Mingyang just has 1. Like, he just is going to knock you out or lose, basically. That is what I think. So I'm going to put Zhang Mingyang at 6 for being just very one-dimensional. Just got figured out by fucking Johnny Walker again. That is one of the worst looks you can have, is losing to 2025 post Looney Tunes knockout to Jamahal Hill, Johnny Walker. So unfortunately, my brother, my Chinese brother, get ready to learn Chinese. We're going to be putting you at number 6 on the pound for pound bottom 15. And now we get to the top 5. Okay, this is a big occasion, boys. I'm wearing a suit for this, okay? Because number 5 through 1, if you are in this category from this point on, I'm basically never picking you to win a fight ever again. These fighters, I've picked all of them to win fights and immediately been like, what the fuck was I thinking? Right? That is it. Or I've just seen their downfall and I just know it's over. I just know that they will not be ranked for much longer. Some of them should not be ranked at all to begin with. I think these are the top 5 worst ranked contenders right now that I basically any good unranked fight, I'm picking them to beat this guy pretty fucking confidently. I'm picking the rest of the top 15 to slime this dude out. That is what I think of these top 5 fighters. Coming in at number 5, Kyler. Dude, what are you saying, man? Dude, the way that Kyler Phillips freaking flicks the freaking outside back kick, dude. I don't give a fuck how good, brand new person, the less I know, the better what. I don't give a fuck how good Currents was. Okay, I don't care how good the album was. I have to be honest here. Kyler Taman Parler Phillips, how the fuck did this guy lose to Vinicius Oliveira? Vinicius Oliveira is another honorable mention because Vinicius Oliveira walked this dude down with his hands by his waist like a street fighter on fucking Street Beefs. I've literally seen more technical fighting in Street Beefs. I'm not kidding whatsoever. And Kyler Phillips lost to that. Oh my god, man, Kyler Phillips the Matrix, man, loses to fucking Vinicius Oliveira via blockhead striking. It's not like he went out there and was wrestling and got his takedown stuff and it was like, you lose to Vinicius Oliveira, it's whatever, dude, he's a dangerous prospect. It is the style that beat this guy and the fact that he just had nothing for that. It's like, what the fuck were you doing training for this fight, dude? Like, what the fuck, man? You can't, you're like backing off from just blockhead hands down pressure, dude. I don't know. I just feel like Kyler Phillips and his wins are like, he lost to fucking Howley and Paiva, dude. You lose to Howley and Paiva and Vinicius Oliveira. I just feel like Kyler Phillips to me is one of those fake hardcore, like, yeah, dude, he's on a 3-fight win streak. Put him in the top 15 and you cannot name a single person that he's beat. Like, gun to your head right now, name 3 Kyler Phillips wins. Please name him. Just name him right now. Please name him. Name the guy right now that he's beat besides Song Yadong. I'm pretty sure he beat Song Yadong by decision. Name anybody else besides Song Yadong right now that Kyler Phillips has beat. You can't. It's literally one of those fake hardcore top 15 rankings. I'm pretty sure Peyton Talbot would sleep this dude. I'm pretty sure Raul Rosas Jr. could probably physicality, like, get in this guy's face. Morgan, you know what I mean? I'm picking pretty much any bantamweight on the come up to beat Kyler Phillips. I'd pick Bryce Mitchell to smudge this dude. I really do feel like Kyler Phillips has fake hardcored his way into the top 15. And listen, I know his music's good, bro, but I just have to be real. I'm putting him at number 5. Coming in now at number 4. This is another fake hardcore one. Lucas, I'm sorry in advance. Roman Kopylov, dude. Let's just give it up for Roman Kopylov, dude, because this guy lost to Paulo Costa in 2025. Bro. Roman Kopylov. And I've never rated Roman Kopylov. I don't know why the fuck I picked this guy against Paulo Costa. Because I've never rated Roman Kopylov. He has beat complete fucking jobbers at middleweight. He's lost every top big level fight that he's had. Where it's like, okay, now he's fighting a big name or he's fighting someone on a good run. Anthony Hernandez literally emotes on this guy while he's choking him out. Paulo Costa literally has the best performance of his career against this guy. Coming off 2 of the worst performances he's had, or at least one of the worst, the Strickland loss, right? Coming off that Strickland fight, coming off the Chimaev debacle, comes in and absolutely destroys Roman Kopylov. Roman Kopylov, I cannot remember a single fucking strike he landed in that fight. Yeah, I just feel like this guy, why the fuck is he ranked top 15? I would literally rather see Shara Bullet ranked above him. I would rather see Abus Magomedov ranked above. I think Abus is ranked above him. I would literally rather see Joe Pyfer ranked than Roman Kopylov. Like, I'm dead ass. I would rather see Kelvin Gastelum in the top 15 than Roman Kopylov based on who they've beaten, who they've fought. Roman Kopylov, I feel like, is one of the most overrated. Like, dude, Roman Kopylov, man, he's fucking dangerous, dude. Like, I'm serious. Like, I remember Lucas Tracy saying this guy beats Izzy and Whitaker. Do not ever he picked Benoit Saint. Just remember, bro. Just remember, dude. Roman Kopylov beats Izzy and fucking Whitaker, dude. Are you kidding me? This guy, I would not pick him to beat a single ranked top 15 fighter. I would maybe consider picking him. No, you know what? I'd pick Kevin Holland to beat Roman Kopylov. I would pick Roman Dolidze to beat Roman Kopylov. Let me look at my list of people here. I would pick Brian Ortega as he is to beat... I'm just kidding, but I'm putting Roman Kopylov at number 4. I feel like this is one of the most fraudulent top 15 fighters in the UFC. I do not expect to see this guy ranked very soon. Within a year, I think he'll be unranked, all right? Now we hit the top 3, and this is even... Like I said, I am never picking you to win a fight as long as I shall live. So help me God. Take my kids today. Take them today. If I ever pick one of these 3 to win a fight. Michael Chandler. God bless. See you at the top of the pound for pound list. Conor McGregor. Michael Chandler is completely and utterly fucking washed. He still thinks he's getting the Conor fight. That's not happening. I would pick Renato Moicano to beat this guy. I would pick Benoit Saint-Denis to beat this guy. And you know how much it takes for you to fall off for me to say I would pick Benoit Saint-Denis to beat you right now. Do you know where you have to be as a top 15 contender for me to look at you and say, yes, I would pick Benoit Saint-Denis to beat you? Come on, man. And it's not even, and I don't know how to maneuver this so that I can simultaneously glaze Paddy Pimblett, because I am a big Paddy fan, while also saying how washed Michael Chandler genuinely is. I think Michael Chandler has been washed for a minute, you know, from the damage that he's taken. But I also feel like he was never even that good in the top 15. I know that's like a meme, like he was never that good of like anyone that loses. But am I wrong? Like Michael Chandler beat Dan Hooker. Charles Oliveira, basically the same script of like get dropped and then because I have no defense, get dropped and then lock in and immediately chin this little chinny guy that tries to box besides having, you know, Paulo Costa length arms. Like, I just don't think Michael Chandler has ever maximized anything he's good at in the UFC. He has always just been, I'm going to walk forward and try and knock you out. Otherwise, I've got absolutely nothing. I'm not going to mix in smart takedowns. I'm going to try and gas out on purpose. I'm going to just emote and, you know, just let you calf kick me and oblique kick me and, you know, just jump on your back like an idiot. It's almost like he wants to lose some of these fights. So I feel like Michael Chandler, based on the way that he fights, not necessarily his skills, because I do think at one point he was a very high-level UFC level lightweight. Like, there's no denying that whatsoever. But I just mean the way that he fights. How could I ever pick this guy to win a fight? How could I ever look at anyone in the top 15 and be like, yeah, dude, Michael Chandler would beat this guy. Michael Chandler wouldn't give this guy a submission somehow or gas out trying to emote on this guy, you know what I mean? And run at this guy head first. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but Michael Chandler, I think Paddy Pimblett performed great against him, but also Michael Chandler performed terribly. He's trying to strike with Paddy Pimblett at range. Like, he's dead ass trying to grapple him. His two options were, I'm going to box with Paddy Pimblett, who's kicking me, who's like halfway across the cage, and then I'm going to mix in grappling against this grappler with no boxing. The fuck are you doing? So Michael Chandler, I'm putting him at fucking number 3. I think because he actually has some level of skill still. He can still get takedowns. He can still land big punches, but I don't think he has a style to win fights in the UFC. I don't think he cares anymore. He's just trying to get the Conor fight, but it's not, mate. It's not fucking. God loves a traitor, yeah. Fair play to you, Michael. I like the way that you looked against Paddy Pimblett. Yeah, you done well, man. Great fight IQ, Mike. You fucking tick. I'm putting Mike at number 3. Coming in at number 2. Colby, bro, bedtime's a complete joke. Bedtime's a complete joke of the content. You know, the guy's a fucking YouTuber. The guy's a complete joke. Colby Covington has literally fallen off so fucking bad, and it pisses me off because I used to be a Colby Covington fan, and I know that's weird. I know nobody was a Colby Covington fan. I actually was like, I thought he was good. I actually thought he was good when he was in his prime in 2018. You got to understand. I watched this guy beat up Rafi Dos Nachos. I was certain he was going to beat Tyron Woodley, and I think he definitely would have if Usman didn't get given the shot ahead of him. People fucking forget, man. He did great against Usman in both fights. He arguably, in the second fight, I still think he won round 3, 4, and 5 against Usman in the second fight. That's prime Usman. There was a point where Colby Covington was good. And the fact that this guy has gone from that to literally cannot get a takedown on Joaquin Buckley, literally can't land a punch. Dude, Colby Covington, I'm not picking him to beat anyone in the top 15. I could literally see Gilbert Burns somehow beating this guy. I could see D-Rod managing a win over this guy. I could see Mike Malott squeaking out a fucking decision win over Colby Covington. So, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Colby Covington is in the top 3 levels of washed and just worst contenders. Like, just the most outdated cardio kickboxing style. Can't get takedowns, Pete. You can't just spam takedowns with no hands whatsoever. The division has upgraded since 2018. His style is completely ineffective. No damage ability whatsoever. No finishing potential. No submission threats whatsoever. And like I said, literally can't even get the one thing he's good at, which is takedowns. He can't even get takedowns now. Because he has to shoot him from halfway across the cage because people know exactly what he's going to do because he's just spammed takedowns since 2018. So Colby Covington, I'm putting him at number 2. I think that this guy is one of the most washed up contenders right now in the UFC. And I would pick, like I said, pretty much anyone he's matched up against, I would pick them to beat him, dude. Like Leon Edwards fucking beat this guy 49-46. And even then, Leon Edwards, bro, you're close to top 15, bro. Because how the fuck did you lose a round to Colby Covington, man? But that being said, I'm putting Colby at 2. And at number 1, there is only one man here. Okay? I have to do this, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but I have to be real. I have to put Tai Tuivasa at number 1. There's losing to Joaquin Buckley. And there's losing to Leon Edwards. Okay. And the way that he lost, that's pretty bad for Colby. You know, there's losing to Paddy Pimblett and Charles Oliveira. That's pretty bad the way that he lost, you know what I mean? And then there's losing to fucking Marcin Tybura by submission in round 1 and faking going out cold and eating Taco Bell in the fucking locker room. There's levels to this shit. There's genuinely levels to this shit. And I mean this with 100%, with 1,000%. Tai Tuivasa. The fact that this guy, not only is he still ranked in the top 10, the fact that he's still, I'm just going to say, I don't want to cause any problems, but I just have to be real here, bro. The fact that this guy's still in the UFC and Rosenstrike's not. The fact that this guy's still in the UFC and there are UFC fights, like Muhammad Makayev is not in the UFC, but Tai Bam Bam to it. What's the question? Yeah, how do you not let this kid get a 6th loss in a row? How do you not let this kid lose to Shamil Gaziev in the Apex via cardiac arrest? I mean, what the fuck is this guy doing in the top 15? If you're going to keep him, at least just take the ranking off him. Because I'm serious, like, I would pick basically anyone he's matched up against at heavyweight. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I feel like Cain Velasquez could come out of prison and beat Tai Tuivasa right now, bro. I'm serious, bro. I feel like DC could get off the booth and beat him right now. Maybe I'm wrong. He looked sharp on the pads. I did see him hitting pads with Alex Pereira's, like, blob fucking coach, but I'm sorry, but his grappling is just zero, bro. And Tai Tuivasa has blobbed up enormously. And I just feel like the motivation is not there. I think Tai Tuivasa still has power. He has good leg kicks. I like Tai Tuivasa. Obviously, you guys know that I love Tai Tuivasa. But I'm serious. I cannot think of a single UFC heavyweight fighter that deserves a shot at the top 15 that I would pick to lose to Tai Tuivasa. Like, maybe Don'Tale Mayes would lose to Tai Tuivasa. Maybe. And even then, I'm like, I gotta think about it, you know? Justin Tafa, Junior Tafa, I'm picking them to beat Tai Tuivasa right now. But even then, that's kind of close. But again, we're talking about ranked top 15 fighters. Who's the worst out of all of them? I think it's Tai Tuivasa. The Marcin Tybura loss, that's the nail in the coffin, bro. I'm putting Tai Tuivasa at number 1. But hey, let me know your bottom 15 in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. And before someone feels the need to say this, I'm very aware that me, a YouTuber that trains, you know, would lose to these professional fighters that fight in the UFC and train with UFC fighters. I'm very aware of that, but please tell me how I'm wrong if I'm wrong about something. Because I outside of that, obvious. Oh, dude, these guys would literally fucking destroy you, bro. Yeah, I know. Tai Tuivasa jumps on me, I'm fucked, bro. But I'm just being real. This is the bottom 15. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Subscribe to the channel. I will be doing my UFC Noche predictions later this week. I'm also going to be doing the UFC Inside Jokes tier list. So make sure you guys subscribe. Get ready for that. I'm covering so many of them. I've literally been writing down a list all day. I'm going to keep adding to it. So stay tuned for that. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. And I will see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.